Hi, my name is Charlie Johnson and I am a coach with Triathlon. Today we're going to talk about a workout that many of you might be able to use in the coming months leading up to a sprint race. We're going to talk about brick intervals, and there's many different types that you can do, but this one's more specifically aimed towards sprint races. And first, what I want to show you is the setup of my bike. So for this workout, I want to talk about just the items you need to do it. And those include a bike shoes, a trainer. You want to have a riser, or you could even use books for that matter. And you want to have a towel just for when you sweat. And then a water bottle with some kind of fluids. I'm using Gatorade, which works great, but it's all your own choice. On a workout as short as what we're going to do today, which is a 60-minute workout, you shouldn't have to have any solids for something like this. So let's show you what we've got set up here. Again, this is my bike with, I just got one rack on here for the water bottle. And when I mentioned riser, this is a riser. It's got different settings, and this is where you don't have to have this, but a stack of books will work just fine. The idea is just to keep the front and back wheel level with each other. And here's the trainer that we're using, and it's just basically based on resistance that you can tighten in the back for this one. There's a couple of different types, but I think this is a fluid trainer. And it works great. Had it for 3 or 4 years and love it. And so basically you get that tension set and you're ready to roll. And just the towel up here to keep you dry. Bike shoes I've got clip-in, but you know, if you don't have the clip-in, you can use cages or just even tennis shoes if you don't have those at this time. So now I'm going to talk more specifically about the workout we're going to do today. Again, it's a 60-minute workout, and it's simply called a 60-minute brick intervals workout. So it's best to do these workouts in some kind of controlled environment. Today we're at Harriman Circle. It's a loop of about a half mile, and many of you watching this probably who are from Tallahassee, have run on this loop many times. And what's great about it is it's flat and there's not much traffic. Tracks work great. You've got a measured distance that you can understand what you're covering each time, so it's again a controlled environment. So that being said, what the workout consists of is a warm-up of about 15 minutes on the bike, spinning to get your legs loose. Once you hit that 15 minutes, you transition immediately to a run and run a 400-meter distance, which would be one lap around the track. And the effort level of that is to be at about a 10K pace. So it's pretty hard effort. And then immediately when you get back, you transition back onto your bike, and what you're going to go into is the true main set at that point, which is going to be 4 sets of a 5-minute bike followed by an 800-meter run. And the breakout within that bike is 2 minutes of recovery from the hard run you just did, and then 3 minutes pushing into what we call zone 4 or zone 5, which if you were to compare that to RPE, which stands for rate of perceived exertion, it would be somewhere around an 8 or 9 out of 10. So that's going pretty hard, or very hard. And as soon as you hit that 5 minutes for the bike, you hop off and transition to the 800-meter run, and you're going to run that around a 5K pace, which that's going to be a very high effort too. So as soon as you finish that run, you're back on the bike. So it's 4 sets of that. Once you finish the last set, you just transfer to some kind of cool down of maybe a 5 or 10 minute spin. All right, we're back. It's about the end of my 15-minute warm-up. I have slowly built the gearing and got my effort up so that my heart rate's rolling pretty good right now. In preparation for hit the run, warmed up. You can tell it's a little bit labored by breathing. And again, like we said, it's effort level can be taken way down for beginners and ease your way into it. Make it work for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off the bike, put on my shoes, and take off on the run for a 400-meter run, about a quarter mile. All right, so here we go. In a race, I'd rush this quite a bit more. Right now, I'm just being methodical. And As the great John Wooden said, be quick but don't hurry. If you're frantic, you can waste more time than you save by trying to go fast and not being controlled. And also, in this, you see I'm tying shoestrings, which is fine, but I like to also get the strings that you can just pull your shoes on, which is what I use in races and most workouts, but tying shoestrings is fine. All right, and off to the 400. Let me go out and back. All right. So that was the first 400. Again, you want to transition as quickly but as controlled as you can. No need to rush it, but don't dilly-dally. And my bike is a bit old, so there's a few things I have to do to prep it before I get on. So now is the start of the 5 minutes on the bike, and I'm going to use these first 2 minutes to let my body recover from the run I just did. I got on really easy gearing, just working into it. And then when that 2 minutes is up, I'm going to start pushing it really hard, getting up to, like I said, zone 4 to 5, which in terms of rate of perceived exertion, on a scale of 1 to 10, we're talking 8 to 9. So that's easily at a sprint level. And I say again, this can be done at any level of effort that you choose. So another thing we want to emphasize is if you have a watch that can record laps, like I'm using the Garmin right now, I've got a heart rate strap on. Well, use those laps to your advantage and click that lap every time you finish your set. For example, I'm about to start the 3 minutes right now and increase my effort, and I click my lap button. And then when I finish that 3 minutes, I'll click the lap. And then when I finish my transition, start my 800, I'll click the lap. That way when you go back through, or your coach who's looking at your workouts, they can see that information broken out, you and your coach, and you can understand much better what data you have to represent that workout. One full lap. So that was the first 800 distance. Now transition back to the bike. That completes the first set of 4. All right, that's 2. So that was the 3rd bike. This is the 3rd run I'm starting. All right, that was the last one. You can tell I'm sweating pretty heavy. It's actually cool weather out, so I'm hurting. It's all about being methodical, even when you're tired. Form and control. So that's, you can probably see the effort level I was at to finish that off, and that's pushing that RPE up high. And it's just all about pushing those boundaries. And a lot of times people ask how and what, and we talked about that, but the why for doing these bricks is that discomfort that you get your body used to going from the bike to the run, which is one of the oddest feelings in the world. When you hit the run and your legs are like jelly after doing a bike, this gets it repetitively over at a high intensity and teaches your body how to handle that. So I hope you enjoyed watching me torture myself. I had some fun while doing it, and thank you very much for your time.